One aspect of hair care that is very easy to ignore is how you loosen your hair after you do a hairstyle. So you want to get some cornrows done, you do your cornrows, you wear your style maybe for 2, 3, 4 weeks, and when it's time to loosen the style, you go back to the salon and they loosen it. Most times they don't pay attention to the way they loosen it, so they just rush through the entire process and you are done loosening your hair in as little as 30 minutes. But by the end of the day, when you comb out your hair, you observe that you are losing so much hair due to breakage because the hair was manhandled during the loosening process. In today's video, I'm going to be taking you through the entire process of how I loosen cornrows that have been done with extensions. You can already see that I'm cutting off the cornrows right after where my hair ends. This is the first step. You want to reduce the length of the cornrows so that it's easier for you to loosen. If your hair is longer, you are also going to cut below where your hair stops, anywhere in the extension. And if your hair stops right where your extension stops, then you may just need to go ahead and loosen it without cutting off any extensions. But for those of us whose hair is on the shorter side, we usually have to cut off the extensions before we proceed to loosen. Next step is applying some oil directly to my scalp. The oil I'm applying is my DIY or homemade Ayurvedic hair growth oil. By now you must be familiar with this oil if you've watched my videos. If you've not seen this oil before, I make this oil at home and I include some very specific ingredients tailored towards growing and maintaining my hair so that it stays healthy. So I like to apply this between the braids because the hair is already parted and it's easier to do it this way compared to having to part my hair after I'm done loosening the entire hair and then applying the oil. So it's just easier this way. And next, I'm using a rat tail comb to loosen the hair. This is the most important part. I recommend using the rat tail comb with the metal tail because it makes for a smoother loosening experience. The comb is not going to get caught in your hair and there's going to be reduced snagging because of how smooth the tail is. I'm leaving this video at the pace that I work at so that you can see how slow I am. One thing I always encourage people to do is take their time and be patient with their hair for every manipulation that they do, and this includes loosening the hair. When it comes to loosening the hair, we want to be done quickly and move on to other things, but your hair is in a very fragile state at this point. If your hair was done using extensions, the hair is also going to be a little dry depending on how long you wore the hairstyle for, so you need to be patient. You need to calm down, you need to take your time, and you need to separate your hair gently so that you don't lose any hair. Here I'm just checking the extensions to see if there was any hair caught in the extensions, and I also check my edges as I loosen these hairstyles. I try to maintain the same pace for every hairstyle that I loosen myself, and I use the comb to separate the hair all the way up to the edges. I don't rip out my hair at any point in time, especially around the edges. It's very easy to lose hair around your edges because your edges are very fragile and they are right at the front of the hair. When hairstyles like cornrows are done, you tend to grab all of the hair right from the edges and push everything back with this kind of straight back cornrows. So it's very important that you calm down and you take your time so that you can clearly see the hair and separate it wherever necessary. And next step is me using my wide tooth pick comb to comb my hair out from the ends. I want you to pay attention to the way that I'm holding the hair right before the ends. This step is also important because I'm holding the hair, also preventing ripping it out, and then I gently comb from the ends, detangle, and work all the way to my scalp or my roots. I like to loosen my hair when it is dry because for me it's easier compared to wetting the entire hair and loosening. When I wet my hair after a protective style, when it's time to loosen it and I start to loosen it, it's generally harder and I spend more time because my hair becomes matted. It also shrinks, which just leads to me having to spend more time because I still need to be patient to loosen the entire thing. But when I do it dry, the hair is dry, so it's easier to separate and I can easily work my way all the way through all of the sections. With this kind of cornrows, I want to point out that when it's done in the salon, it's tighter than if I were to do it at home. If I was going to do cornrows like this at home, my grip wouldn't have been so tight as it is or as it was when I got it done in the salon. And that's not a problem for me, because even when they are doing my hair, I pay very close attention and I tell them what to do. If the grip is very, very tight, I ask them to loosen the grip. I don't sit there and just take anything because I want to get my hair done and leave the place. I always take into consideration the fact that I'm the one that's going to have to deal with my hair after the hairstyle is done, and for every step of the process, I don't want to lose hair at all. So as usual, when I loosen, I inspect my hair, inspect my edges, calm down and comb out the hair from my ends, then gradually work my way all the way to my scalp or my roots. Another important thing you have to note, I'm not particularly pointing out these key steps that you have to pay attention to, but I hope you can pay attention enough to understand that these are helpful tips that will guide you whenever you're loosening your style. So it could be cornrows or any style. Make sure you pay attention. I was going to say that another important tip is that when you're combing out your hair, you also come down to comb out the hair. Wherever you feel snags, wherever you feel knots, maybe the hair just joined with each other, you pause and you use your fingers to separate that before you proceed and finish off combing out the section. Once I am done, I twist the hair to keep it stretched a little bit. Generally at this stage, my hair still shrinks up a lot, and I try not to comb out the whole head to prevent further breakage, further snapping due to the dryness and the brittleness. So the focus for this day is always loosening the hairstyle first, taking out all of the extensions, separating my hair initially. Then on subsequent days, depending on how I line up the hair care, I focus on separating the hair further, maybe doing a pre-pull and then washing and the whole 9 yards that comes after washing. So on this day, I'm just focusing on loosening the hair. This is still the pace that I work at, and wherever I get to the point where I cannot use my rat tail comb to loosen the hair, I progress and I use my fingers to separate the hair, especially the part where the hair is braided. This is how I do it. Very easy, very efficient, and it only takes me about 2 hours depending on the size of the hair. And I do have to point out that it is not every hairstyle that I loosen at home. Most of the hairstyles, for example, if I do maybe boho braids, I will have to go back to the salon for them to loosen that because it's just faster compared to me loosening boho braids at home. That takes way more time. But for these cornrows, I can do them at home, that's loosen them. And I also wanted to take the opportunity to show you guys how I get it done easily and efficiently. This is all of the hair that we lost after the loosening process. Now I go ahead to comb my edges, and when I do this, I also examine my edges, make sure that they are intact to a degree. I know some hair would have ripped out, but I like to make sure that there is still some hair left. After loosening a hairstyle like this and then doing my wash and pampering session for the hair, I will allow my hair and my scalp rest 2 weeks at most before getting the next hairstyle done. This is the way that I'm currently doing it because I'm in my era of getting my hair done instead of just rocking my natural hair. And so I take breaks in between each hairstyle so that my hair can also recover, my scalp can recover, and we can remain on track. To finish off, I put my hair into 2 big cornrows just to prevent the hair from shrinking completely. And this is going to stay until it is time to wash the hair, hopefully the next day, depending on each hairstyle. I try not to allow too much time pass, but I want you to also look at my hair. The hair is extremely tangled at this point, and I don't go in with a comb trying to rip the hair apart, trying to comb it, trying to separate it. Instead, I do my very best to braid it the way that it is. When it is time to wash, I will calm down, also apply a conditioner or whatever product is going to help me detangle, and do that properly in there. So this is a little hard because the hair is very shrunken and I'm not going to comb it out. But like I said, I do my best to work with what I have. And that's it for this process. Hope you found this video helpful. Don't hesitate to give the video a thumbs up and to also subscribe to the channel if you aren't already subscribed. By the way, if you've not signed up for my 30-day hair growth workshop, you can go ahead and join us now for the May cohort, which starts on the 1st of May and ends on the 30th of May. I'm going to leave the link in the description box and also the pin comment for those of us that are interested in signing up. The 30-day hair growth workshop is for people who want to work with me personally to grow their hair and to get in a healthy relationship with their hair where it thrives by them doing simple but efficient hair care techniques and practicing healthy hair care habits. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.